Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we're back again with another pick a card here, and this is going to be one of the topics that you guys voted on in my community post. So if you're not looking at the community post, I'm always posting up polls for you guys to vote on for what video you would like to see next, and this one is going to be what is your destiny. So we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile 1 we have this cool little fishy bowl sticker. For pile 2 we have Mr. Demon here, and for pile 3 we have this deer head sticker. So of course there are unique cards in each one of these piles, as you can see. So you can use the backs of the cards here, the stickers, however it is that you connect to your intuition and to choose the best pile for you personally. And of course, if you're attracted to more than one of the piles here, please do feel free to watch more than one pile, because these are still general messages, general reading, collective kind of readings for everybody. So not every card, not every message may resonate for you personally. And I also want to mention, if you guys would like more exclusive pick a card content, more piles, more interesting stuff to learn about, all that kind of stuff, please do consider checking out my Patreon or any of my other social medias. I do want to mention that in October I'm going to be launching the first exclusive coloring page that you can get access to via my Patreon. So if any of you guys are interested in that, you enjoy that, that's going to be happening over there starting October. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these readings. For those of you who chose pile 1 here with this very fun sticker, we're going to go ahead and set that right over there. And we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards and see what is your destiny. So we're going to start off with the tarot as always. So let's see what we have here. So first and foremost, we have the 4 of Cups. We have the King of Cups. We got the 3 of Wands. And we have the Page of Wands. Haha, see, that makes so much sense, because a very specific message came up to me, especially when that 3 of Wands came out, and it just solidified it with that Page of Wands right there. But it definitely feels like you guys, part of your destiny is to go on a journey, to expand more, to experience more. I feel like there's opportunities and things out there that you're not kind of realizing, and they are, you know, kind of right underneath your nose, it feels like, with that 4 of Cups. Like, you've achieved certain things, you're happy with certain things that you have, but it's like there feels like there's a piece missing. Some of you might be interested in foreign travel or foreign cultures. I'm getting the sense of you might be interested in the arts or science or healing arts. That might be something for you. Or again, there's going to be a particular person that you're going to encounter that deals with these sort of areas, especially with something like the King of Cups. It definitely feels like part of your destiny is a partnership of some sort, either romantic or otherwise. It's definitely something that is very emotionally and spiritually connected for you. I definitely get the sense of needing to expand your horizons here, and to kind of, I feel like you're not kind of applying yourself enough, or you're not pushing yourself enough. You have a lot of ability and talent, but you're not sort of pushing yourself. Like, I feel like you're a big fish in a small pond. You need to kind of, that's really funny that I said that, because I didn't even think about your sticker here. Yeah, it feels like you're like the big fish in your little bowl here, but it's like, you know, there's that cat right there. And I feel like almost like in a way that this cat represents almost like your spirit guides or something, or your higher self, or it's like, you know, it's got stars and opportunities and dreams like kind of in its eyes, and it's like, that is there for you if you're willing to kind of take the risk to expand to a bigger tank, so to speak, a bigger pond. Don't be afraid of that, because I definitely feel like if you do take that kind of leap of faith and you expand outwards, there's definitely going to be people who you're going to meet on that path, who are going to be there to support you. Definitely don't judge a book by its cover, because this person, it feels like they will have a lot of experience and a lot of talent, but you might be kind of, I don't know, it's all about encountering people that are outside of the norm of what you've experienced. And I feel like this person definitely will, have a certain air or look about them, an initial impression that you'll get off them, but don't kind of let that dictate whether or not you approach them or you converse with them more. They could also maybe have a talent for tattooing, or somebody here is interested in that. I also was getting the sense of writing for some of you who picked this particular pile. But overall, it's like needing to expand more, to explore more, and see what else is out there. If you have an inkling or an itch to go and try something, just go and try it. Because there's definitely a lot of rewards and returns that are going to come to you for that. So let's go ahead and see about your animal spirit here. And we got the sea serpent. Look at that. And the sea serpent, it circles, the world. It's around the world. So it's like, again, I get that sense of you guys really expanding and going out there more. And again, it's a lot to do, especially with this particular set of not core cards, elemental cards here, because we have the cups and we have the wands. Cups have to do with emotions, feelings, romance, creativity. Wands, spirituality, passion, sexuality, creativity as well. Like, we're dealing a lot with that realm, which makes a lot of sense why this is coming out, because this has to do with healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. See, that's what this for the cups are about. It's about healing these emotional wounds. And of course, and again, these could be emotional wounds from like past lives that you're healing and working on. And again, the wands here are about helping you to express those in a healthy way. So the sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us to move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, so this might be what you guys are working in right now for some of you, in this unactivated state, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy water. So some of you might be dealing with, darker emotions, or you're not, again, knowing how to properly express your emotions. Maybe some of you are experiencing a creative block. Again, a great way to kind of freshen up any kind of blockage is to, again, kind of set that thing aside and go and explore new waters, introduce something new, try something new that you haven't done before in that arena. So continuing on here, I keep messing around with things. So maybe some of you are very particular. You like things in a certain way. That might be part of what's kind of keeping you stifled, though. Anyway, the current of expression stagnate. That's so weird. I just said that. I didn't even read that yet. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true nature. So again, part of your destiny here is to understand how to express your most authentic self. And again, express whatever it is that you have inside. I definitely feel like there's a really close tie here between what you create and your emotional state. So maybe a way for you to kind of work out and express your emotions and what you're feeling inside is through some sort of creative outlet. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's art, maybe it's photography, maybe it's just exploring and documenting what you're seeing. It doesn't need to be super particular. It doesn't need to be perfect. That's maybe what I was getting at here. It's like some of you maybe are perfectionists, and it's like it doesn't need to be perfect to be right. And sometimes just doing the thing and having it be imperfect, especially like the first time around or the second or the third or the fifth time, is better for you than trying to make it perfect the first time. Because if you try so hard when you're working on something to make it perfect the very first time you do it, then you're never going to finish it. Okay, honestly. Or again, it will never be good enough because you're always going to notice something. And also this kind of plays into, butting up against your skill level. And this is something that happens to probably, it definitely has happened to me. It happens to a lot of artists, a lot of creative people. So what happens is it's like you're learning a skill. you're working at that skill. You're improving it. But as you're improving it, your mind, and the more you learn, the more you experience, your mind and your ideas start to go beyond your skill level. You have amazing ideas, but then you become super frustrated because you have these amazing ideas and you know, like in your mind, how to execute them, but your actual physical skill level isn't there yet. Don't beat yourself up about that. Your skill level will get there. You just have to keep working on it and just keep trying. It's like if you have that idea, just keep doing it over and over again. It doesn't hurt to do it more than once. You don't need to do it like one time and only one time and have it be perfect that first time. You can go back and rework a thing a million times over. Painters especially understand this aspect, especially oil painters. So anyway, regardless, I also want to mention, I think it's really interesting, because I was pointing out in your sticker here, the cat has stars in its eyes, and the little last illustration here for the sea serpent is a sea serpent around a star. So I definitely feel like you guys have really some of you have star potential in your destiny. You know, it's written in the stars. Definitely look at what is happening in your natal chart. And I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I'll mention it for all the piles. It's definitely understand the relationship and what is happening in your natal chart between your north node and your south node. South node is your past. It's what you've already experienced. It's what's comfortable. Your north node is what you're supposed to be working on at this time. It is your destiny in this life. So understanding that relationship, and especially you want to know, what sign is your north node in, what house your north node is in, and what the ruling sign of that house is. So if you read the information for both, say you have a north node in Leo, but it's in the 12th house, you want to read the information for Leo north node and Pisces north node, just to give you an idea. And there's a book that's really good for that. I can never remember the name of it, but my twin has mentioned it a lot. Anyway, let's move along here. Speaking of some natal chart information, we're going to get into that because this might point to some more information for you guys to look at in your natal chart. So we have Libra with the idealist. So harmonious, cooperative, balanced, socially aware, artistic, people-pleasing, fair, idealistic, aesthetic, choosy, aspirational, geometric, graceful, considerate, obliging, indecisive, judgmental, flattery. Don't be indecisive. Again, there's lots of opportunities around you. And again, I feel like you guys have a very particular eye. You like beautiful things. You like to be balanced. And again, you like that kind of harmony around things. And you have a very good aesthetic eye, but sometimes you become too nitpicky, maybe. We then have Chiron with healing. See, there's that emotional healing coming in. So definitely understand where your Chiron is, because your destiny here has a lot to do with healing this aspect. So healing powers, and I was mentioning maybe some of you have, gifts and abilities in the healing arts. Again, expanding, finding good mentors and stuff, and learning more about other alternative healing methods would also be good for you guys. So growth, amends, release, personal development, inherited issues, self-doubt, generational trauma, so that might be part of what you're healing, shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, and softness, then pain. We also have here square with the challenge. So creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarms, motivates, pressures into, frustrates, demands, struggles, reorients, hurts, works out, and reconciles. So I definitely feel like there's a lot of challenges that you're going to experience, but these challenges are good. You need to see the challenges, and again, the blocks, the walls, as that challenge that, okay, this block or this wall is coming in for a particular reason because it's here, and because I can't, I try a couple times to break through it, but it's not working. Okay, I need to stop, I need to step back and realize maybe I'm being reoriented in a different direction. So what are some alternative paths here around this sort of, let's say a cube, because that's what's on the image here, cube in my path. What are some other ways for me to get around that than just to bust through it? All right. We also have here the 4th house. So some of you, this kind of relates back to that generational trauma, maybe inherited issues from family, because the 4th house is Cancer's house and has a lot to do with home, family, comfort, good cooking. But see, what makes you feel secure? Support your home base or your family. On the other end, we have, as you did in the past, your home base or your family. Again, do what makes you feel secure. So exactly, some of you, that security is highly important to you, but that might also be kind of the weakness here as well. You stay too close to your roots, your home, you need to realize that your home and your roots actually expand farther out than just your little pond. Maybe some of you need to research more about your genetic background. See where you're, especially, let's just be honest here. If you're born in America, you're made up of everybody else in the world, okay? Genetically speaking, you have roots in all these other places because, again, America is built on immigrants, okay? Let's just put it that way. It's people who came from other countries who settled here, a lot of them. So again, look at your genetic background and see what is going on there and where else you're connected to in the world. Because there might be things to research there and to help you understand maybe how to feel more secure in yourself and again in your life here. So we also have here, go outside. Are you kidding me? It's time to go outside. Tune in to the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. Exactly. Feeling secure in where you are in your surroundings. Again, experiencing going more outside and again, exploring out there more. We then also have music. So listen carefully for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So some of you might have a talent for music. I definitely feel like with this here, some of you are very clairaudient. You need to listen to the messages that pop into your mind, what songs stick in your head. I also got a specific message that some of you might encounter some foreign music, maybe music that is sung in a different language or uses very specific instruments, and something about that is going to trigger some sort of memory within you. Again, maybe a past life memory. And again, you need to explore whatever that music's culture is related to, because again, you're going to find some interesting things. So we also have here iceberg with submerge. Obviously, there's a lot of submerged stuff, I feel like, in your emotions, in your memories. You need to kind of dive a little bit deeper because there's a lot going on here. So whatever you suppress or deny and attempt to keep out of conscious awareness will show up somewhere and somehow. These are your shadow aspects. At one time, you put them out of your consciousness for good reason, yet they remain contained by shame or guilt. And we've had shame come up more. So what is it that you guys are ashamed of? You need to kind of work through that shame and identify what is causing it so that you can heal it. It's all about healing here for you guys. Obviously, you guys need to do some shadow work as well. That's going to be really beneficial. And that's why working maybe with nature, in particular music, would be beneficial for you guys. So sometimes these submerged aspects of yourself are projected onto others so that they mirror those denied or suppressed parts of you, and you may even harshly judge these characteristics when they are exhibited. Now is the time to allow these elements to surface and embrace them. These may make up some sort of self-expression, a secret dream you wish to accomplish, or even uglier aspects that are difficult to acknowledge or accept. Whatever you have submerged deep inside of you, this is your opportunity to pay attention to those things and welcome them to the family called you. Exactly. You guys need to address whatever it is that you are suppressing, whether it's good, whether it's bad, if it's a creative dream, a creative thing, emotions, yada, 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 whatever applies to you, and inherently you guys know what it is that you're suppressing. You have an inkling of what it is. You need to, again, address that, and you need to just incorporate it. You need to incorporate your shadow, accept it, love it, and heal it so that you become the best version of you and a whole and complete. So you guys also got two of these. So we have the turkey, and we have the pelican here. So we're going to go ahead and see the messages of these two cards. The artwork on these are so great. But we're going to start off with the pelican, which is, I am pelican, the bridge of the head and the heart. I am careful observation. I'm planning with room for negotiation. I am the skills you need to reach the goal at hand. I am unfettered determination. I am the use of team dynamics. Your outlook is too heavy. Your viewpoint too restricted. What you require is a greater adaptability. I am the release of expectation. So there you guys go. You need to, again, be a little bit more flexible, more willing to adapt and to change. And you also have to release any specific expectations you have on the outcomes of things. Be more pleasantly surprised. You don't need to have all the answers right away. I am the effortless flow of one thing to another. I am your need to let things unfold and take the best catch. You may have stepped in your own way. You may well be tripping over your own feet. Stay focused, but do not lose sight of the bigger picture. You will always find what you need. You are positive and productive. You are effortless acquisition. You are abundant in resources. You are pelican. Damn, like that card is just, I feel like calling out what I've already been saying in this whole entire message and off these cards. Now we have the turkey. So I am turkey, the giveaway bird. I am gratitude. I am nourishment. I am the sacrifice of the soul. I am martyrdom and the reason we hold fast to our beliefs. I am plenitude and harvest. I am the path of service and humility. I relinquish the ego. I renounce the self. I am the benefit of the greater good. You are being asked to serve a purpose. So again, what is your purpose? What is it that you truly want? Again, I can't give you that answer. You guys have to find that answer for you specifically, because only you hold the key to that. So again, dig deep, look at your submerged self and ask yourself, what is my purpose? And what is it that lights me up in my, my world? Where do my dreams point me? Where is your North Star? That kind of thing. Again, I can't give you, and I would honestly say that no pick a card on, the internet is going to give you that answer, because it's only an answer that you can find within yourself. You might get inklings, you might get, help and directions. Like, I think these cards are trying to help you, to point you in the right direction of what you need to work on to find that answer for yourself. That's the point of tarot. Tarot isn't going to give you all the answers just laid out there like a pretty little present with a bow. You have to work for it, because that's the only way it will bring meaning for you, and it will be important for you, is when you put in that work yourself. Again, the tarot can definitely help you, point you in the right direction, but you have to choose to actually push yourself in that direction, if that makes sense. So anyway, you are being guided to put something else first. Without empathy, we do not evolve. I am the life of charity. I am the bounty that can be shared with others. Look around to see who needs you. Your own needs may have to wait for a while. I am the spirit of living honorably. There is quiet dignity in servitude. You are a vessel for greater good. You are compassion. You are giving of yourself. You are turkey. So I feel like that's kind of like an ultimate goal here, is that whatever it is that you have to bring to the table, you need to bring it to those around you and help those around you. But again, the only way that you're going to get there is by, working on, the element of the pelican, and again, doing this first, your own healing work, so that you can guide others for their own healing work, I get the sense of. So your last card here is intuition. Listen to the whisper of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. And that's so funny, because I was talking about, the nature of tarot here. And it's like, yeah, you guys should work with tarot for yourself. You should pick a divination tool that resonates with you and, again, helps you to focus your intuition. Again, it's specifically saying divination tools. All of this is a tool to help you channel something outside of this, or again, channel your higher self, channel in your intuition to help guide yourself. That is what this is about. Again, don't think that the answers are coming outside of, well, in some ways, yes, the answers do come outside of yourself, but in order for that to work, it has to travel through you and then out you. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. It's a very strange thing to explain, but once you practice and you work more with this and divination tools for yourself, you'll understand kind of what I'm trying to explain here. Again, a lot of times the answers come from within you, but again, it becomes a question of like, where are those answers from inside of you coming from? Sometimes, it becomes very, very clear that, okay, that's coming from somewhere outside of you, and we can, delve into a lot when it comes to spirituality here and, all that. But the point is, you guys have a very good intuition, but I just feel like you're kind of sleeping on it. You're not listening to what it's pointing you in the direction, because I feel like it's definitely pointing you like, hey, you need to expand, you need to move out. You've outgrown the space you're in. It's time to push yourself. And that's why you're feeling so stagnant, because you're just doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But it's like you've already achieved that. So now it's like time to put in some new flavor in there. A little new spice. So that is everything I'm getting for this particular pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below. Do feel free to check out all my various links down below in the description. Information about how to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces twin is also down there. And of course, please do consider coming over and supporting my Patreon, because there's more content to be found there. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. For those of you who picked pile 2 here with Mr. Demon here, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards. We're going to start off with your tarot as always and see what is your destiny. So first and foremost, we have the Page of Cups here. We then have the Chariot. A lot of water energy coming through right now. We get the water signs. We definitely have Cancer. Oh wow, we have the Ace of Cups as well. And lastly, we have Justice. Wow. Okay, so we got Libra energy, a lot of water energy here. So let's see. Yeah, it's funny because, this particular sticker that you guys chose here, this is done by the Demon Artists over on Instagram as well as on their Patreon. And this is one of their characters, and the character's partner and romantic interest is the moon. So again, it's very much a very cute romantic little comic that they do and little illustrations. So I definitely feel like, especially with so much water energy here, especially something like the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups, part of your destiny is going to definitely have to do with romantic connections or love in some aspect. But it definitely feels like a big part of your destiny here is to understand balance, to learn balance, to clear out karma, especially with justice, especially past life karma. Make sure you're balancing your masculine and feminine aspects. You're definitely destined for some sort of victory and success, but it's going to come through, again, the balancing, the healing of your emotional state. I definitely get the sense of like a crush, somebody falling in love. There's some significance in the relationships. Each relationship is teaching you something important, like a link in a chain in your destiny. There's something here about connections between others is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we have here for you guys. So you guys got 2 of these. Again, so much water energy and water imagery is coming up. So I don't know, if the ocean is significant for you guys, but we got the oyster here, and that makes a lot of sense. There's like hidden depths here, and we have the dolphin. Like there is like a beautiful pearl that you've yet to find. Like a lot of you guys, again, I feel like who picked this pile, you're really, really thinking about finding that one, that perfect person to, be your equal and your other half. And again, your destiny has a lot to do with that. But again, it's kind of kissing a lot of frogs before you find the prince kind of situation, and learning from each one of those experiences is going to be highly significant for you personally. And so let's go ahead and talk about these. So with the oyster, this is talking about patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. So yeah, you guys have some inner treasures that you're not expressing or you're not realizing. So the focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. And I want to mention, it's funny, we have the oyster here, and of course we have the Chariot, which is Cancer's energy. This is oyster and Cancer are really resonating with each other because both have this tendency to have this hard outer shell to kind of hide this inner, mushy goodness, and have maybe struggles trying to express and show what's hiding and what's, developing within. So for you guys, for the oyster, when it's in balance for you, when you're working in this energy in the positive, you feel blessed. You're generous and you're masterful. When you're out of balance, and this might be something you guys are doing right now, you're reluctant, griping, and clams up. You guys need to make sure that you express and you share what is on your mind and what it is you're feeling. Don't repress that energy. Kind of similar a little bit to pile 1 in some aspects. But anyway, how to bring this into balance for you guys is to share something. What is it you're excited about? What is it you dream about? What is it you're passionate about? Or what is it maybe you have an idea about that you want to share and express? Let the cup run over a little bit. Because regardless, if you keep bottling up and that cup keeps filling up, it's going to overflow eventually. So, pour it out, little by little so that it can keep filling up and new, energy and things can come in is what I'm getting the sense of. So with the dolphin as well, and this is very, it is very expressive, very creative energy here as well. So innately intelligent, healer, light, and blessing. So the gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human mind can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. So some of you might have a healing talent that might be part of your destiny, or again, you might be very sensitive to the emotions and the energy of others. So that resonates. Obviously, you need to work on that talent a little bit more. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. We keep getting that. We got that message basically twice. You guys are underestimating yourself. And that's what's blocking you from, success and the victory that is meant for you. I get the sense of. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming into contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. Again, I feel like that is definitely related to the Justice card. Some of you are like karma bringers. You bring out and you help people to heal their karma as well as your own. So when this is in balance for you guys, when you're working in the positive, you're an active healer, you're strong, you have a strong spiritual practice. So again, if you guys aren't, if you resonate to being a healer of some sort and you're not actively working on that, you need to. That's part of your destiny. The other aspect is just to have a strong spiritual practice. If you don't have a strong spiritual practice or like a belief system, something to kind of organize your beliefs and what it is you put your energy towards, you need to find it. So when this is out of balance for you guys, you underestimate your own power. Exactly. That is the issue here for you guys, is that you underestimate yourself too much. Or maybe in some cases you allow other people to underestimate you. You kind of dim your own light to, build up other people's light to make them feel better for some of you, which is not right. Everybody has the right to shine as much as, is right for them, which includes yourself. Don't dim your light just to make somebody else feel better about theirs, especially if in a couple different cases, probably you will shine brighter than somebody else. That's fine, because that's, again, your light. You're supposed to express it. The other person, maybe they have something they need to work on, and so maybe that will help them to realize, like, hey, geez, I need to fucking work on this myself so that I can get to that same level. You can be an inspiration to other people in that way. So how to bring this into balance for you guys is to find like-minded spirits. So again, you need to surround yourself more with people who understand what it is you're trying to express or what is it you're trying to do. I get the sense here that you guys might have a lot of, some of you might have some negative people around you who are kind of, again, pushing you lower because it makes them feel more powerful. So looking at some natal chart information, it's so wild what you got. We got Neptune with dreams. See, more of this water element. This is the ruling planet for Pisces. So some of you might, again, a lot of water signs, I feel like, picked this pile. A lot of air signs did. Or again, you have heavy placements with that. So definitely find out where your Neptune is in your natal chart. But imagination, memory, subconscious self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, and magic. So again, your destiny has a lot to do with these elements. Definitely don't be self-sacrificing yourself too much, because again, if you sacrifice yourself too much, you can't really help anybody else. again, you're really concerned with this universal love aspect. Again, you need to work on your own spirituality, practice more, meditation, understanding, and pay attention to your dreams. There might be a lot of messages coming through there that help guide you in the right direction for your destiny. Pay attention to that. We also have here the moon. Again, more water energy. And again, the moon is the ruling planet for Cancer. It's also very much related to Pisces as well in the tarot. So we have nurturing, we have feeling caused by, and we have reactions. So pay attention to how you react to things, what you're allowing to, cause you to feel certain ways. You need to nurture yourself more. We also have defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. Exactly. So you need to listen to your own inner emotions more, and don't feel pressured that don't have somebody tell you, oh, you're too emotional or some shit like that. It's like, no, they just can't handle it because they're emotionally inept. Again, emotional intelligence is very, very vital for you guys. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, you guys got a ton of these. We'll see what's going on here. So you guys got the orchid. So definitely your sexuality is highly important as well. We have the starfish. Again, more of that ocean imagery here. Adaptability, ability to survive, to grow, to change. We also have snow. And we have dusk. So let's go ahead and see more about the specific little keywords for these different ones. Bear with me. So for orchid, we're talking about, sexuality, desire, and luxury. So again, it's very much about, giving yourself a little bit more attention, I guess, the sense of, and again, following your desires and what drives you. What is it that you feel excited about, and what you feel, lights you up in a central aspect. For dusk, this is all about duality, which again has a lot to do with the Cancer card here that we have, which is, the Chariot, cycles and beginning. Again, you guys can step into a new beginning, especially once you realize that maybe you've been in this hibernation state here with the snow. So let's go ahead and jump to the next one we have here and see the keywords. So for starfish, we have healing, regrowth, and sensory. Again, you guys are very sensitive. You have abilities. Maybe you're very clairsentient. You need to work on those abilities more. Again, be very aware of how your environment affects you. Obviously, you have some healing that you need to do, or again, healing work that you are supposed to do for other people. It's a time of, again, new beginnings and beginning again for you guys. With the snow here, we have silence, gentleness, and pause. So obviously, you guys are in kind of this moment of, again, I was saying hibernation right now, where it's like this stuff is building up. And again, you need to be ready to blossom into the spring with it here. And it's funny because the next card we have here is actually the snow moon with purity. That is crazy. So we have that snow imagery coming up more than once for you guys. So again, the winter season is very, very important. With the snow moon, this occurs in February, which is, again, the Aquarius and Pisces season as well. We got the end of Aquarius and the start of Pisces in February. So that might be very significant. Maybe your birthday happens around then. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this purity here. Again, I feel like you guys have a beautiful purity about your soul. You need to make sure you're protecting your energy. So look for the simplest and cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you are doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. So again, making sure you're expressing, you're not clamming up. Say what it is you mean. Make sure you tell somebody no when they're taking too much from you. The companion stone here is actually clear quartz. So again, clear quartz is an amplifier. It's an all-around good stone to use for pretty much anything, and you can program a clear quartz to whatever frequency you want. So next up, we have for you guys action, and we have miracles. I feel like when you guys actually take action, and again, you express what it is you need to say, miracles are literally going to unfold for you. So let's talk about, and again, we have that ocean imagery coming up again. So storm clouds gathering is what this card is talking about, and it's saying a shift is coming. The time is now. You guys are so close to, I feel like, really being on your destined path completely here. It's just a matter of taking action. Don't hesitate. Face your fear. Do it anyway. When big changes on the horizon, it's time to take action. Of course, there are times to deliberate and carefully consider your next step, but not now. Now is the time to take immediate action. Look forward with a calm, steely gaze, and then forge ahead with clarity, determination, power, and grace. Quicken your spirit by making decisions now. Even if you're not 100% certain of your decision, right now it's better to make any choice than none at all. Exactly. And then, of course, we have this miracles card for you. And so this is the double rainbow. Pay attention to when you see a double rainbow. You guys might see that, and there might be something very significant synchronicity-wise that might be occurring during that. So the storms, oh my God, that's so fucking crazy. Literally, this is storm clouds gathering. There's going to be a storm, and then right after the storm clears, you're going to have a double rainbow. I was literally saying, when you guys take action, miracles will occur. That is crazy. So the storms of the past are passing, and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program. Invest in your career. Or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Again, it's literally telling you to take action. So if whatever it is you guys are wanting to do, again, take action to better your health, heal yourself, invest more in your chosen career or a career you want to be invested in. And again, if you guys want a specific relationship, take the action to initiate it. Don't wait for it to come to you. Okay, you can be your own knight on, what came to mind was like, waiting for that knight on shining armor and the white horse to come to you. No, you go out and you grab that motherfucker. It's like, I think it's the character's name Zula from, it's Conan the Destroyer? It's Conan the Barbarian. I think it's Conan the Destroyer. Whatever the second movie is. There's literally a scene where one of the characters, the princess, comes up to her and it's like, how do you, get a man? And her response to it is, you grab him and you take him. Exactly. This is what you guys need to do. You're talking about, whether they're male, female, whatever. It doesn't matter. Point is, you like somebody, go after it. Make your intentions known. Don't clam up. So anyway. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. Exactly. So the last card we have here, and with these particular cards, I like to read, there's a blessing side to these cards, there's a curse side, and there's also just working with the energy. I like to read all three because I feel like, one kind of represents maybe what you're not doing, and the other is what you're supposed to be doing and how to get there. So we have death rites. With saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives. And we have card 11. That is what the Justice card is. Justice is card 11. So some of you might even resonate to being a life path 1111. But obviously there's some stuff here. There's a lot here that was showing like new beginnings, new possibilities. In order to get there, you have to say goodbye to some shit that just doesn't resonate anymore, or it's not good for you. That includes people. So again, like honoring what it is. And then once you say goodbye, honoring that time. You don't have to forget it, but you don't have to let it rule you. So let's see. So I'm going to start off with reading the curse side of this card, which is saying, feeling that death is final and losing hope in the purpose of life, trapped by grief. So some of you, that might be what you're experiencing right now. So the blessing side of this is honoring the ones who we have loved and who have left can be a beautiful way to come to terms with their absence and a way to help their soul make the transition to their new life beyond the veil, evidence of life beyond death. Some of you might have even experienced the passing of somebody close to you, and so it's like they're definitely, a specific guide or a specific, somebody who, an ancestor, they might be coming through here for you to heal the mistakes that maybe they did. I feel like there might be some generational things that need to be healed, or again, past life stuff. This could be also related to literally people that you were connected to family-wise, love-wise, from past lives, who is coming through here that you're mourning still. So working with this energy, it's time to work with any fear you have around death and dying, and transform this through preparation, contemplation of your legacy, and considering the interactions you have had with deceased loved ones. So there you guys go. It's all coming to terms with, this could not be, referring to physical death. It could literally be referring to the metaphorical, death, like the death card, where it's like there is a transformation coming. And of course, it's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be sadness involved. But again, you better realizing this and coming to terms with it is part of the first step to, again, getting you to be taking action. So that is everything I'm seeing here for this particular pile. So if this resonated, please do drop a like, comment down below. Do consider checking all the various links and information down in the description, because there's information about how to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces twin. And of course, there's also all the Patreon information is also down there if you'd like to come and join over there for more exclusive content, more tarot-related content, art-related content, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, for those of you who picked the third and final pile here with the deer head sticker thing, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards and see what is your destiny. We're going to go ahead and start off with the tarot, as always, and see what we're working with. So, first and foremost, we got the Two of Wands here. We then have Strength. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the Eight of Swords. So, right? I have that right? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, yep, 8. 8 of Swords. Alrighty, so you guys have a lot of choices to make. I feel like your worst enemy is yourself a lot of the times, where it's like you kind of keep yourself caged. Even if you think it's things outside of yourself that are keeping you caged, it's really coming from yourself, because again, you are kind of putting yourself in those positions where you feel trapped. And again, a lot of that has to do with kind of agonizing and constantly putting yourself through the same pain over and over again. This could be, part of it is like you're not learning your lesson. You need to kind of flip the coin and make a different choice. Some of you need to become more clear about what it is your goals and your aspirations. I feel like you have a very good heart, a very loving heart, but it's like you need to do that shadow work, because you need to love even the darkest parts of yourself. I feel like some of you are not doing that enough. It's part of your destiny. I don't know why specifically that came in mind was working with children for some of you or something, or maybe the education system for some reason that came to mind. But it's like you have to work through the issues that you have within yourself first, is what's coming through very strongly right now. So let's see about your animal card here. And we have the wolf. So again, the wolf has a lot to do. You have to come to terms with your relationships with other people is definitely very important here, because I feel like every connection that you've had, there's some issues there that you've experienced, and you kind of keep, I feel like there's a lot of past life karma going on here that you're still working through. The sooner you realize that, the better you can adapt and you can heal it. I definitely feel like it's really important for you to work on balancing your masculine and feminine aspects, as well as understanding your own DNA. So with the wolf, it's about guardian of family and tribe, activism, and ritual. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, there's something here about activism as well. Like that's part of your destiny, is to like, specifically teach the public, teach the next generation about how to handle certain situations or certain, certain political topics, or human rights activism, things like that. Like I get a sense of that, where it's like you guys have experienced a lot of harsh, horrible shit, and some of it could have just been because of other people's, I'm just gonna say it, like fucking judgmental or racist or fucking sexist opinions, and you're part of the mission to kind of break that mold and to finally heal. And a part of it is through a lot of compassion, a lot of first facing, what things that you've allowed to kind of affect you on that level, and then like realizing and identifying the causes for it so that you can help and try to heal and teach other people. That's coming through. But anyway, the wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. That is so fucking weird, because that's literally everything I said before I even read this card. And I don't memorize it. Like, okay, like this is gonna expose myself here, but like I don't memorize like every single little, you know, meaning and description for every single deck I have, because that literally would take a lifetime, because I have so many different decks. So again, it's kind of funny that those exact things I was picking up on. Very Aquarian energy here. I'm just gonna say, even though we have Leo, we do have a lot of air energy here, a lot of fire and air. So again, you guys, your natal chart might be built up a lot on that. But anyway, so the wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children working in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. Like, I feel like that's your guys' tagline. It's like, it's all about embracing all, and again, don't exclude anyone, because I feel like that has happened to you a lot. So when wolf energy is in balance for you, you are reliable, you're democratic, and you're fearless. When this is working in the negative, which some of you might be experiencing this, it's about being judgmental or dominating. So how to bring this into balance is practice letting go. So that's exactly what this situation right here is all about. You need to learn how to let all this shit go. The pain, the hate, judgments, you own self-loathing, depression, you know, like, and when I say depression, like, I mean, like, you know, keep thinking about the sad things to keep making yourself sad. That's what I mean. I don't know if there's a specific word that's better to use for that. But point is, it's like, don't keep stabbing yourself over and over again in the heart and keeping yourself trapped. So moving around here into some natal chart information. So again, these might be things you want to look at in your natal chart. We have Virgo with the Alchemist. So, methodological, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, curatorial, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. So again, watch out for being too much of a perfectionist. I feel like you guys should research and learn more about maybe alternative things, whether it's religion, medicine, lifestyles. Like, I feel like there's a lot there that could be very beneficial for you guys. And Virgo rules the 6th house. So again, that's everyday work, relationships with others that you work with, being in service to other people. We then also have sextile with opportunity. So again, winter season might be significant for you guys, but we have collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity, synergizes, creates possibility for, opens doors, promises, brings insight to, communicates, welcomes, and develops. I feel like, again, a lot of what you bring to the table has to do with communication and, you know, developing other people's minds, assisting, you know, with upgrading humanity as a whole. So, oh my god. What the fuck? I didn't even realize that. I was talking about, oh yeah, Virgo is the 6th house, and, you know, this is has to do, and I literally pulled the 6th house card for you. I didn't even realize that. Again, service to others, what is good for us, and your work. So again, this is what your destiny has everything to do about. It's all the 6th house energy. So definitely see what's happening in your 6th house, or what's happening with Virgo in your chart, where you have maybe a sextile. But on the other end, we have as a full-time job, serving, do a little at a time. So there you guys go. Also pay attention to your nutrition, your body, the health of your body. Again, being in service to other people around you, understanding what is good for you and for others, really. But again, when I say that for others, understand that everybody has their own choice and they don't all have to follow suit. But again, you can help present them with different opportunities. So let's see what else we have here. You guys got 2 of these cards. We have the Middle World and we have the Serpent. So we're We're going to go ahead and dive into these particular cards here. So we have 36 and 46. So again, that's 6 energy might be very significant for you guys. So starting off with card 36, and I just saw 26. So with the middle world, the essence of this card is the middle world is the realm of day-to-day reality, which is totally what the 6th house has to do with. It's your day-to-day work. And the playground of the living. It is the present moment where everything is happening, yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past, and it is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order as well. It's part of your destiny. The invitation here with this card is the middle world shows up when conditions are favorable to your undertaking. Do not hesitate. Move forward as heaven and earth are smiling upon you. The time is right, so be expectant, but mindful of not being reckless. The world is your playground, and what would require great effort at any other time can be accomplished with ease right now. The medicine here for this card is do not try to correct in the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change or endeavor you are considering are not readily available to you yet. It's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. So obviously, you need to reach out and you need to connect more with your spirit guides, or again, the unseen worlds here, and ask for their guidance as well. Educate yourself more on that. So we have the serpent here, which the essence of this card is, the serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. Some of you maybe need to work on activating a Kundalini awakening within yourself. Research that a little bit more. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge, and we literally have a tree right here, in the Garden of Eden, and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. So the invitation here is, the serpent power of the Kundalini is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. Shed the old skin that you have been so attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly, which is definitely that strength card right there, that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful original manifestation. And so the medicine here is, when you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that is something you want to avoid. Do not use your energies to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. So, next up here we have, you guys got 2 of these. We have Seagull with Now is the Time for Deep Emotional Healing. And we have the Polar Bear with Stand Up for Yourself and Speak Your Truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. So again, speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself and what it is that needs to be said, I feel like. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about these cards, see what some more keywords are for them. Let's see. So for the Polar Bear, when you express yourself from your heart and from a place of power, it's an unbeatable combination. You don't need to growl or bully, nor do you need to fade into the background and deny yourself the opportunity to directly affect the situation. By showing up and being completely present, even when you're simply listening, you are a force to be reckoned with. Ask for what you want and see what happens. Don't get worked up about how it turns out. You may or may not get what you want, but at least your chances are much better if you do ask. As for setting boundaries with others, such as saying no to requests or demands, when you do so, they may respect those boundaries or try to test them. If they do test the limits you've set, stand your ground, be clear, and don't apologize. Approach the situation with the purity and innocence of a child and the focus and intensity of a true warrior. one who doesn't speak or act from anger, but from a place of truth and dignity. Know that when you do so, you'll have nothing to fear. That is totally the strength card right there. So, other keywords here are fearlessness, which you've had come up more than once, purity, leadership, powerful provider, self-control, strength, wisdom, nobility, conservation, intensity, playfulness, and adaptability. So, and then of course we have the seagull, which is the emotional sea that's hovering just below your consciousness is a well of feelings and needs to be acknowledged and expressed. Expressing emotions doesn't mean indulging in them compulsively or creating drama around them. If there are tears, let them simply be tears and allow them to flow. Cry or laugh as much as you need to. Explore these feelings by sharing them with someone you trust or write about them in a journal. Paying particular attention to the sensations in your body. These sensations are clues to the layers of emotion that are just below the surface of your awareness. By either talking or writing them down, you bring them into your awareness, find relief, and create an opportunity to release them. Don't let this be a theatrical exercise, one where you act or try to force yourself to feel something you're not. Make sure that you include a good dose of humor from time to time, particularly if you're dealing with darker and scarier emotions. It's not necessary to cleanse the emotional and psychic scars that remain from earlier experiences too frequently, but now is the time to do so. Should you find yourself starting to get lost in the whirlpool of traumatic memory, change the scenery by physically moving or intentionally distracting yourself in some way. It isn't necessary to cure yourself of the feelings associated with these memories all in one setting. Instead, simply relieve some of the pressures that lurks beneath the surface. So, keywords here are observant, swift, opportunistic, carefree, versatile, resourceful, intelligence, scavenging, communication, sociable, protective, messenger, emotional, respect, and fairness. So, next up, and oh my god, I can't believe it, we have card 36 again with commitment. And these are a new deck for me, so I'm very curious to see what this is all about. But obviously with commitment, I feel like you need to commit yourself to your mission, to a purpose, to something you want to express and share with the world to make it better. That's part of your destiny here. So with this commitment, a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. So, partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into a partnership at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Exactly. So, for some of you, you're definitely meant to do this in a partnership with somebody else, and that's very much like that Two of Wands energy as well. So, lastly, we have the Storm Angel. Collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. Jesus. See, you guys are so about that. You're very Aquarian energy here. It's like, again, trying to find a way to heal the divides of, again, of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies. Finding common ground. So, this is card 35. I would have laughed if it was 36, but close enough. So, with this particular card here, let's see what she has to tell you. So, there may be arguments, even angry situations and fights at the moment. Withheld energies are being freed so that they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation, as no one can lie when this angel is about her work. Any lies, deception, manipulation, and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective for you when the storm angel is about to speak truthfully is to speak truthfully and to act in integrity, as all is about to become very transparent, and her fierce bright light will reveal all that is hidden so that it can be banished for good. So that's part of your destiny here, is you are like the storm angel. You're here to bring out the truth with your own, gracious heart, your integrity, honorable, loyal leadership here kind of energy, and to bring the truth to the situation and, shed some light on the shit so that it can be, again, freed, so that it can be healed and that it can be transformed into something that is positive for everybody involved. So that is everything that I'm getting for this particular path. So if this resonated, please do drop a like, comment down below what you thought about it. And of course, feel free to read all the information and links down in the description for, again, personal reading information, how to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces twin. And of course, if you would like to help support this channel more, get more exclusive content, more pick-a-cards, more just stuff in general, please do consider becoming a patron over on my Patreon. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.